Good evening. State your full name and date of birth for me, please.
Lindsay Renee Thomas.
Okay, Ms. Thomas, you are here on a probation violation warrant. They are alleging that you violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15 of your probation. You are going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. You're going to have court on August 13th at 8:30 a.m. You have a $250 bond in this case. If you're able to post it, you need to make sure you make your court date and make sure that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thanks.
Ms. Gonzalez, Austin Alexander. State your full name and date of birth, please.
Salma Gonzalez.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, you're here on a Superior Court bench warrant. They are alleging 2 counts of discharging firearm at a non-residence, which is a Class 3 felony, 1 count of stalking with distress or fear, that's a Class 5 felony. These date back to 2022. You are going to have an attorney appointed to represent you in this case. You're going to have a court date. It's going to be on August 12th at 8:30 a.m. That's your status conference. You'll have a preliminary hearing on August 15th at 8:30 a.m. You have a bond set in this case in the amount of $100. Ma'am, I believe that this was a family home and it's a family matter. Despite the fact that you may or may not live there, you are not allowed to return to that address. You're not allowed to have contact with any of the alleged victims in this case. If you do, in fact, live there, then you need to find another place of address, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No.
All right. Good luck, ma'am. Mr. Alexander, Samantha Banger. Okay. Mr. Alexander, state your full name and date of birth for me, please.
Austin Arnell Alexander.
Okay. Mr. Alexander, you are here on a new Superior Court case. They are alleging 1 count of disorderly conduct with a weapon or instrument. That's a Class 6 felony. And 1 count of criminal trespass in the first degree. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did not find probable cause on the disorderly conduct. It doesn't mean it's going away. It just means I don't have enough information. The county attorney's office still could charge that, though, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In this case, I received a victim impact statement, which I reviewed and used it to make in part to make my decision. Based on the information that you provided to pretrial services, they determined that you're not indigent. That means that you're going to have to hire your own attorney. If you believe for some reason that you cannot afford to hire one, and you need the court to appoint one for you, you need to come prepared at your next court date to address that with the court and ask for one, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're going to have your next court date. It's going to be a status conference on August 21st at 8:30 a.m. You'll have a preliminary hearing on August 23rd at 8:30 a.m. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. It's my understanding you live at this location with the victim, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you need to find another place to live. You are not to have contact with the victim in this case. She has indicated that she doesn't have a problem with it. I do.
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure that nothing happens that gets you in more trouble. If she contacts you, guess who gets in trouble?
Okay.
You.
Yes,
She's
sir.
going to be just walking around happy as a lark. You'll be back in custody, okay?
No contact with her.
No contact. If you need to get your things from the house, you need to call the police department, have a civil standby 1 time to get your property. After that, no contact at least until another judge tells you that it's okay, okay?
So my truck is there with my work tools.
Your truck is there. Like I said, call the police department. Tell them you need a civil standby so that you can go and get your things.
Okay.
If you can, give another family member the keys to your car, have them pick them up and take it if that's all you need.
Okay.
But you cannot go back there. You cannot live there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Good luck, sir. Miss Banger, and then Alvin Bustamante. State your full name, date of birth for me, please, ma'am.
Samantha Scott Banger.
Okay, Ms. Banger, you're here on a Superior Court arrest warrant. They are alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. You're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. You're going to have a next court date of August 13th at 8:30 a.m. That will be your probation revocation arraignment hearing. The bond set in this case was $250. If you make that bond, you need to make sure you make your court date, and you need to make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Any questions?
No.
Okay, good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Bustamante, Christian Newman.
Alvin Bustamante.
Okay, Mr. Bustamante, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's
You're
fine.
here on an out-of-court county warrant. It's out of the Pinal County Superior Court for failure to appear. You're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you at your next hearing, which will be in the Pinal County Superior Court.
Okay.
They set your bond in this case in the amount of $348, so that's what I'm going to set it at, okay? They wanted it as a cash-only bond, so I'm going to go ahead and affirm their bond. Your next court date will be an arraignment hearing in Pinal County. It will be on August 9th at 8:30 a.m. If you're able to post that bond, you need to make sure you make it there. If you're not able to post, then you will be transported.
So $348
Cash.
cash?
Any questions?
No.
Okay, good luck, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Newman, Lower Moon. Mr. Newman, could you take your hat off for me, please? Thank you. State your full name, date of birth.
Christian Arturo Gallardo Newman.
Okay, Mr. Newman, you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant, okay, a Superior Court bench warrant. They are alleging 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. You're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. You're going to have a status conference on August 12th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on August 15th at 8:30 a.m. I'm setting the bond in the amount of $500, which is the amount that was set on the warrant. If you are able to post that bond, sir, you need to make sure that you make it to your next court date. Any questions?
No, no, thank you.
All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Ms. Moon? John Mackinson? State your full name and date of birth for me, please, ma'am. Okay, Ms. Moon, you are here on 2 separate matters. They are both probation violation warrants. They are alleging that you violated terms 6, 7, and 11 of your probation. In both of these cases, you will have an attorney appointed to represent you. You'll have your next court date on August 13th at 8:30 a.m. That will be a probation revocation arraignment hearing. And in both matters, they set your bond in the amount of $2,500, which is a total of $5,000. If you're able to post that bond, you need to make sure that you make it to court and that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Any questions, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
All right, good luck. Mr. Mackinson? William Maroney? State your full name and date of birth for me, please.
John Anthony Makinson, 5.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Makinson. You are here on a probation violation warrant. They are alleging that you violated terms 6, 7, 11, 12, 14, and 15 of your probation. You are going to have an attorney appointed to represent you, and your next court date will be on August 13th at 8:30 a.m. Your bond in this case was set at $2,700. If you make that bond, you need to make sure you make your court date and that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
questions? All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Maroney, and then Rachel Cromwell. State your full name and date of birth for me, please.
Yes, Your Honor. William Maroney, 0.
Okay, Mr. Maroney, you are here on 3 separate matters. You have a Superior Court bench warrant, and then I believe you have 2 probation violation bench warrants. In the Superior Court bench warrant, you are charged with 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. That's a Class 6 felony. In that case, no, that's not the one I want. That was actually a probation violation one.
Yeah, I know.
In that
Yeah,
matter.
I know.
Okay, in that matter, they set your bond in the amount of $250. In your other probation violation matter, that was also set at $250. Note, in both of the probation violation cases, you're going to have your next court date on August 13th at 8:30 a.m. In the new case, which is the Superior Court bench warrant, that's possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. In that case, you're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. You'll have a status conference on August 12th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on August 15th at 8:30 a.m.
All right.
In that case, you have a bond set in the amount of $500. So that's a total of $1,000. If you're able to post, you need to make sure you make all of those court dates, and you need to make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Cromwell, Aubrey Dill. State your full name, date of birth for me, please.
Rachel Zia Cromwell.
Okay, Ms. Cromwell, you're here on a new municipal court case. It's out of the Surprise Municipal Court. They are alleging one count of assault with intent or reckless injury. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. And one count of disorderly conduct fighting. That's another Class 1 misdemeanor. You are going to have an attorney appointed to represent you at your next court date. Your next court date will be at the Surprise Municipal Court on September 3rd at 1:30 p.m. I believe that the victims in this case are your parents, correct?
Yes.
And you live with them, correct?
Yes.
You can't live with them. You need to
Yes.
find someplace else to live. You have any place else to go?
Yes.
Okay. Your next court date is going to be on September 3rd. You're being released on your own recognizance. You are allowed, as I told the other gentleman, one civil standby. You can call the police and ask them to come with you so that you can pick up your stuff while you grab it real quick and then head out to the other place. Even if your mom and dad call you, they are not under court order to not see you. You are under a court order. So if you violate it, you're in trouble, not them, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Are they going to be there on September?
It's up to them whether or not they choose to be at the next hearing. That's your hearing that you have to be at,
Okay.
okay? So make sure you make that court date. Make sure you don't go back and don't have any contact with your parents, okay?
Yes.
All right, good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Dill, Kathlena Rios, and I'm sorry, Mr. Dill. State your full name and date of birth, for me, please.
Aubrey Deal, July.
Mr. Dill, you're here on a Superior Court bench warrant. They are alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs. That's a Class 4 felony. It looks like you already have an attorney appointed to represent you in this case. Your next court date is going to be a status conference on August 21st at 8:30 a.m., and you'll have a preliminary hearing on August 23rd. Were you arrested out of county?
Yes, ma'am. I had missed my initial court date because I got a call for my grandmother passing.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't come up with any more. I'm releasing you on supervised probation, pretrial services, okay?
Okay.
I want to make sure that you have somebody that's going to help you make it to that court date. So after this, you can expect the bond that they post on the warrant rather than the pretrial.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So make sure that you make it there. You need to make sure that you talk to them. I think you have to call them by tomorrow, okay?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
make sure you make your court date. Any questions?
As for both my cases I'm here for,
I only have this one. If you have a
the
misdemeanor.
FTA for this case.
This is the FTA. I don't have any other cases other than the failure to appear on this possession of dangerous drugs case. Does he have any other,
The dangerous
cases?
drug case.
I'm only showing the one charge.
Okay.
The
This is
dangerous
it.
drug and the failure to appear.
Yeah, this is the bench warrant for the failure to
Okay.
appear. So you're getting pretrial services released. You've got your court dates. Make sure you make them, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome. Good luck, sir. Ms. Rios, Todd Larson. State your full name and date of birth for me, please, sir.
Catalina Cristina Rios.
Okay, Ms. Rios, you are here on a Superior Court bench warrant. They are alleging one count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. You already have an attorney to represent you in this case. Your next court date will be a status conference. It's going to be on August 15th at 8:30 a.m. Ma'am, I'm releasing you to pretrial services. Does she have anything else holding her here?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm releasing you to pretrial services. You need to make sure that you make that court date. If you are able to, you're not on probation, so just make sure you make your court date, okay?
Okay.
Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Larson? Stevia Harrison?